We're in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, and we're about to visit Conbody, which is a prison-style boot camp run by the recently incarcerated. The goal is to get a full-body workout in a minimal amount of space with almost no equipment. Let's check it out. Hey, Kos, thanks for having us.
Yes.
Hoping you could tell us a little bit about where we are.
Yeah, so we're at Conbody right now. I founded this 2.5 years ago, and this is a prison-style boot camp.
What inspired you to design this workout routine?
So I came up with the routine while I was in prison. They locked me up for running one of the largest drug delivery services in New York City. I was making over $2 million a year before I got locked up when I was 19 years old. I was sentenced to 7 years in prison. Doctors told me that I could die because of my health issues, and I told them I was not gonna die in prison. So I basically began moving right in my cell.
What kind of facilities did you have to work with in prison?
I had my toilet, my sink on top of my toilet, my bed, and then I had like a little small desk area. Just picture like yourself working on a yoga mat and not moving from there. And that would be my whole living situation. And then also I had the prison yard. And I was running that yard, doing laps around that yard pretty much every day. So I took a lot of the exercises that I learned in the prison yard and routines that I started coming up with there. I wrote it down and it worked. It helped over 20 inmates who was over 1,000 pounds combined. We'll be doing different type of calisthenic movements that some people have never seen before.
The same kind of thing you could do in a small area in a cell?
Yeah, and I did it in a 9x6 cell, and you can do it in your, Williamsburg 9x6
Probably same
room,
size, yeah. So let's say you've got a brand new student and you want to walk them through some beginning exercises.
So we always work out, like do some cardio, like getting the heart pumping in the beginning. So we'll just begin with regular jumping jacks.
Okay.
Exactly. We'll do about 100 jumping jacks. We'll get directly down into like a plank jack, so we'll go straight down and open up, do about like 60, 50 of those and come right back up, and we're just like nonstop, moving high knees and then mountain climbing straight down. Once we are ready to finish one exercise, I'll go straight down to the next exercise, then back up, and then back down, back up, back down.
How do people react to that the first time?
Some people just like drop and they're like, why did I fucking sign up for this? And then once they finish, they're like, oh snap, I did it, you know, and it felt good.
So I wanted to focus on maybe 2 or 3 of your favorite exercises and some of the common mistakes people make.
One of my favorites is definitely like pull-up bar. Just like, don't hurt yourself. But those are like plyometric.
Because they get you like
so you want
shooting
explode.
up off the bar,
Yeah, so you want to explode every time.
So would you say this is one of the core pieces of equipment you guys use here?
Yeah, it's the only equipment that we use here. Another exercise you can use while doing a pull-up bar is just working out your core, where you could just do like leg raises, bring it up, or just bring it straight up. And the trick to those, you don't want to swing. So if you could control that swing as much as possible. One exercise that I really like is a bodybuilder. So it's an 8-count movement, so you'll squat down, and then you kick it out, and then you open up, and then you close up, and then you do a push-up, and then you bring it up, and you squat down. So it's an 8-count, so I'll go down at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 1.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Not a lot of people know about these, but you squat down like a crab crawl position.
Yep.
And you keep your feet together. You kick them out, you open up, and you close up. These are hard. You do like about 50, so we could go around 20 right now. Go, kick them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are activating your triceps, a little bit of core, and a lot of hip flexor muscles. Flutter kicks. So I'll put my hands, for people that are just beginning, I'll put my hands right into my butt and just like 6 inches off the ground, activating the hip flexors, quads, the core. And if you want to go a little bit harder, you put your hands right by your head and you just flutter.
What are some like mental tricks that you might recommend for someone who's just getting into shape?
not focusing on any number. When you put a number to things, you start settling with that number. I just recommend just like going straight out without even counting. Just like max out every time until muscle fatigue.
What were some of the challenges you faced in the job market after you got out of prison?
I faced a challenge of not knowing technology. I didn't know about Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all this stuff was just smacking me in the face, and I felt like I was set up for failure. And then once I started applying, there was no response, no answer, and I've even received letters with my whole criminal history back. So I had to create my own job. Our whole mission is to hire as many formerly incarcerated people as possible to teach our fitness classes. A lot of people come in here and they're like scared of walking in between a gate and then meeting an ex-con, and then once they meet them and they're like, oh, this person's cool, this person's a human being. What we want to do here is, break down the stereotype between formerly incarcerated people and create a movement behind it.
You showed us a great workout today. Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it, man.